What's going on, everybody? Scotty Skulls bringing it to you live right here, right now. We got a special guest in the house.
Hey guys, it's Jay. Can you hear me?
It's me. No, I'm kidding. At least you know what room I'm in. I don't draw at all, you guys.
Can you hear me?
We got
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. We got you here now.
Oh, hey guys.
Jay is for Justice podcast.
It's Jay.
Jay's going to tell you about all the facts and not facts and anything other facts. So how's everybody doing tonight? How are you, Jay?
I'm doing all right.
Well, I'm not very good at portraits. I've told you guys that, and I'm drawing 4 of them at the same time tonight. So we're going to see how this goes.
So I'm digging the room cam. I think that's pretty cool.
You're digging it? Yeah, and I kind of figured it out because I can go like this, right? And we can just keep it like that. And then when you want to do your videos or whatever you're going to do, I can go like this, and then I can take it back like this. Whoops.
Sweet.
So I kind of got it. I've been doing my homework.
Nice, nice. It helps sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'm new, so I'm not familiar with it all, but I'm learning.
You know, I mean, that's the only way you learn is just by doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to do it, and you're gonna mess it up, and you're gonna have goofs. I'm the queen of goofs.
You? Yeah, I know. I just watch you, and I know how to do it now.
Watch me make the same mistake 50 times. Someone will get it.
Yeah. Well, I figured out when
I didn't even know it.
Yeah. I figured out that when I play my intro thing, it automatically mutes my mic, so I know to go on there when it's playing and hit unmute, so that when it ends, I can talk. I figured that part out.
Nice. How do you do it now? Because I don't know how to do that either.
Because I went like 2 minutes muted one time, so after that, I was like, I gotta figure this
You
out.
Pulled a J.
I did.
That's pretty bad, but at least you admit it. That's the first step.
We got Potato in the house. Tracy's in the house. Kim's in the house.
Yeah. I'm trying to get into my
You're
YouTube.
in the house.
Yeah. So,
Bobby's in the house.
Who?
Bobby Gage.
Oh, Bobby Gage.
Lexi's.
Get into my dang YouTube account, and it's
Z's up in the house.
D's nuts.
Welcome to the show. So this is what we got, you guys.
Yeah, what are we doing?
We're doing this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I just heard the Wheel of Fortune bell. Did you guys hear that? Probably not. It's probably in my head. I don't even know.
Dude, okay.
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 So we got him, right? I sketched him, and he's Mr. Workout, Mr. Cool Man, so he's got his barbell here, right? And then he plays Santa Claus, the family man, right? This is the mean man. This is the perfect boyfriend man. And this is the dweeb. I got caught, and I'm going to prison for life. I feel bad.
That's pretty cool. I can't wait to see this done.
And then this right here is his back tattoo. Right there.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty cool.
So we're going to try this out and see what we can do here.
All right, sweet.
So,
why don't you let me share my screen so you can get started? I'm going
You want to be like half screen? Is that what you want to be?
You don't even have to really show it per se. I just need audio. So
you
I don't
need
know
audio.
It'll just insert me in the show.
You are now.
The second one. Look down there. There's another window.
Durr. Okay.
You're good.
If I go like that.
Make me small though.
And then, like that. It's still blue.
It should work. Let me see if everybody can hear my sound, and then we should be good to go. Because it looks like I'm still in the stream. Okay. All right, hold on, you guys. Let me know if you can hear, excuse me, the audio. Here we go.
It's a very interesting feeling.
Yep.
Cool sculpting
You can.
is
I want to make sure they can.
life-changing. Like, seriously.
Could you guys hear that? Let us know. And then we're going to start out. And we're going to start out with the bios of Chris and Shanann, just to let you guys know a little bit, brief background on who these people are before we get into the meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes and corn.
And asparagus. And
asparagus. Yeah.
A jar of asparagus. And pounding fruit. He pounded fruit in a jar of asparagus. Roberta.
So I'm running off my computer and my phone, right? So now I need lessons on Streamlabs, but you can't call in on Streamlabs, can you?
Mm-mm.
But when I draw it's okay. But then I can play my own music, right? I don't have to play.
You can play your own music on here.
You can?
Mm-hmm. You can.
So do I make a song list from that one?
You can just call in on another like I did. On a different StreamYard account and just add yourself to the stream.
Oh, okay.
Like you're a guest.
Because both of mine are on the same StreamYard account. I don't know how it works.
Just make another one. Just make a new email and then just make another account.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I'll tell
confused.
you in depth later.
Okay.
I think we should get started though because, yeah.
It's a little low, but you can hear it, the music. Yeah, I got mine low. Should I turn mine off while you're doing all your stuff?
It doesn't matter. It's not very loud. I'm just gonna find the spot where there was a raid going. Just needed to find out where I need to be. I mean, if you guys want a visual, I don't know if you want to show it. I can just play the audio because I talk. Can be an audio narration.
Yeah,
so
however
let me
you
know
want to
when
do
you're
it.
ready.
I'm ready. I'm just over here drawing.
All right, so here we go. We're going to start out with the timeline. Shanann and Chris Watts. This is the beginning. Perseverance. I love you guys. Sorry.
Grew up. Shanann Catherine Ruchek was born on January 10, 1984 in Passaic County, New Jersey. Shanann's parents' names are Frank Ruchek and Sandra Sandy Ruchek. She has a brother named Frankie William Ruchek. Shanann is described as having a very close relationship with her brother Frankie. When Shanann was a little girl, her family moved from New Jersey to Aberdeen, North Carolina, which is where she grew up. She attended Pinecrest High School in Southern Pines Township. There was an interview on the Ashley Banfield show where one of Shanann's teachers had called, and he gave an account of a bullied Shanann who didn't have a lot of friends. I'm not sure why that is, because she seems to have a very outgoing personality from what we could see. Nonetheless, Shanann, as she graduated high school and moved on into her adult life, she wrote that teacher a letter, and he had still saved it. And he shared what was in that letter. And one of the things that was in there was that she told him at that time in her life, he was more of a father figure to her than her own father. Now, I don't know what was going on in their lives at that point in time, but that is the account of her school teacher. Shanann became Shanann King when she was married to Leonard King from 2002 until 2008. Leonard King was a student and in the military at the time he was married to Shanann. He later became a lawyer and is now remarried, and interestingly enough, his wife was selling Thrive under Shanann. According to Leonard King, they divorced because Shanann spent too much time at work and they drifted apart. According to Shanann in later videos on Facebook, she stated that her first marriage was volatile, abusive. She said that after she got out of the marriage, she felt down about herself and she had very low self-esteem. They did try marriage counseling. However, he stated it was very hard to get Shanann to open up in those sessions. They ultimately divorced, and single Shanann Ruchek had built her own home in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shanann was working for a business called Dirty South Customs at that time. She started out as the office manager, and somehow at the end of her career with Dirty South, ended up as owner, as listed as part owner with Hisham Bedwan. There is also a lawsuit against Dirty South Customs and Shanann King and Hisham Bedwan. I did not see those full documents, so I don't know the ins and outs of that lawsuit. However, the snippet front page had her listed as co-owner with Hisham. One day, Chris Watts sent Shanann a friend request. She immediately denied it. She was not in any place to friend any men, so she did decline that friend request. Well, Chris was pretty persistent, so he sent another. And she was at a point in her life where she was facing some health challenges. She was going to doctor to find out why she felt so crummy. She didn't feel like going out anymore. Her friends were getting concerned. Then that concern turned to just no contact because she wasn't doing anything anymore. She wasn't feeling well. She was diagnosed with lupus and fibromyalgia a year later. When she met Chris, she was going through a lot of testing, and she stated that he went to these tests with her. And it seems like Chris was committed to her before he was actually committed to her. Shanann stated also that when she first met Chris, he was not her type. But when they drove home from the doctor, and she said that she put her head in his lap on the way home when she wasn't feeling well, was when she fell in love with Chris. So after 2 years of dating, Chris and Shanann got married on November 3rd, 2012. Shortly after the wedding, Shanann and Chris moved to Frederick, Colorado. And that was when they decided to build their first home. Chris, being a mechanic by trade, got a job at a Ford dealership, Longmont Ford. Shanann quit her job at the Ford dealership and moved on to the Children's Hospital in Aurora, where she worked in the call center. Shanann was pregnant with Bella when she was working at the hospital. And in December of 2013, on the 17th, Bella Marie Watts was welcomed to the world. In June of 2015, the Watts ended up filing for bankruptcy, with apparently less than $10 in their account and a whopping $448,000 in debt. That included what was owed on their mortgage and unsecured debt of credit cards. Much of it was from their wedding and medical bills for Shanann and the girls. Their second baby, Celeste Catherine C.C. Watts, was born on July 17th of 2015. Shanann's second pregnancy with CC was kind of a hard one. She said it was worsened by her lupus, and Shanann's parents, Sandy and Frank, lived with her and Chris for 15 months to help her out. Shanann became involved in the multi-level marketing company Thrive. Thrive is a product that is made by a company called Lavelle. It consists of patches, capsules, shakes, bars, in order to live a quote-unquote healthy lifestyle and lose weight, have tons of energy. Shanann's friend Christina was the one that got Shanann involved in selling, thrive. And Shanann seemed to excel and be very successful. She had a new Lexus. She went on a ton of trips. She even ended up on the cover of a publication of Lavelle. And there was a picture of her seemingly perfect family right on the front. But their financial situation didn't get any better over time, because in July of 2018, their homeowners association filed a lawsuit against them for $1,533. It was reported that Shanann said she had been sending the homeowners association checks to the incorrect address. Their court date was set for August the 24th of 2018. And they obviously would not make it to that court date.
Check out this Verbo.
Oh, man.
Michael, they're your cousins.
Christopher Lee Watts was born on May 16, 1985, to Cindy and Ronald Watts in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The Watts family lived in a modest little country town called Spring Lake, which is very close to Fort Bragg and home to the 82nd Airborne. He grew up in a family-oriented Christian Baptist home. On a regular basis, the family attended church services at the First Baptist Church in Spring Lake. Chris was a shy, loving, quiet, and well-behaved child. He was the second born and only son. Chris and his sister Jamie were very close siblings. He was also pretty close to his parents and his grandmother. Almost every day after school, he would go to his grandmother's house to play. His most memorable thing about his grandmother was that she would cook lunch for him, which was different types of German dishes. As a child, his favorite thing was cars. He loved playing with Matchbox cars and watching NASCAR. It was noted Chris and his father Ronnie attended many NASCAR races. He was also very active in sports from the age of 5. In school, Chris was a very smart student and active in basketball, football, and baseball. With Chris being an introvert and shy, he didn't have many girlfriends in high school. He kept his circle very small. It was noted he had 2 best friends throughout his childhood years he is still close to this day. His mother described him as the perfect teenager that never rebelled. He never got into fights, never partied, never really got in trouble. Chris graduated from Pine Forest High School in May of 2003. He placed 3rd at the North Carolina Automobile Dealers Association competition in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He was awarded a scholarship of $1,000. After high school, he moved to Mooresville, North Carolina, which is about 2 hours from Spring Lake. Chris attended the NASCAR Technical Institute and received a certificate after 72 weeks. It was his dream to be a part of a professional pit crew. He loved the art of working on vehicles, and at one point he purchased his own tools and toolbox. Once he graduated, he worked at Mooresville Ford, where he was a service technician. Sometime in February of 2010, Chris meets Shanann on Facebook. At first, Shanann was very leery of a relationship with Chris. However, the pair dated for a while and eventually married on November 3, 2012. By some accounts, Chris and Shanann moved to Colorado to help Shanann with her lupus and for the pair to have a fresh start. Chris and Shanann worked at a Ford dealership in Longmont, Colorado. She was a saleswoman and Chris was a service technician. In 2015, Shanann left the dealership and started a new job at the Children's Hospital where she worked at the front office. Eventually, in that same year, Chris began a new career with Anadarko Petroleum Corporation, which is now called Occidental Petroleum. With a baby and a toddler, a newly built home, and decent income, life for the Watt seemed to be pretty ideal. However, not everything is picture perfect behind.
Can you guys hear 2 sets of music? We're doing pretty good here. What am I drawing? I'm drawing Chris Watts. 4 different ways, 5 different ways. We're getting there. Can you guys hear me?
All right, I'm trying to unmute. Sorry. So it's still playing music. I'm just going to talk along with it. So at this point, we have September 17th through August the 18th. Nicole Kessinger searches Shanann Watts on September 1st of 2017. And then they start talking. Chris and Nicole started talking in June of 18. Kessinger also searched before the murders, marrying your mistress. She Googled Shanann Watts. Can cops trace messages? She searched topics related to Amber Fry, the mistress of Scott Peterson. Her searches included the book deal and how much money Amber Fry made. Shanan and Chris went to Puerto Rico for a Thrive trip in 2017, one of many trips that she, quote unquote, earned. And Shanan went to New Orleans in April of 18 by herself for a Thrive-a-Palooza event. Chris stayed at home with the girls. Now, mind you, all of this happened in August of 18, so this is months leading up. So her and all her buddies stayed in New Orleans for a long weekend. And this is around the time that Shanan would have gotten pregnant with Nico as well. So in June, Chris and Nicole Kessinger formally meet and share emails at Anadarko. Chris was not wearing a wedding ring, according to Nicole. He said he was separate and nearing divorce proceedings. And they started messaging on the work messaging system and then switched over to their personal cell phones and emails.
Stuff. We love stuff. And there's some really
And
great
enjoy this
stuff out
commercial
there.
break. June 10th of 2018, Shanan announces her 3rd pregnancy to her husband, Chris. She wears an "Oops, we did it again" t-shirt and waits for him to walk in from work.
Guess what, girls? Mommy has a baby in her belly. Are you guys excited? Yes? Are you really excited? Oh my goodness. Come give me a hug. Oh! I love you, girl.
I got the baby a hug.
You want to give the baby a hug? I love you, Bella. You're so sweet. Give me a kiss.
Mommy! Mommy!
Yes, baby.
Now for Chris's surprise. He sees her t-shirt.
I like that shirt. Really?
Really?
That's awesome. So pink means...
That's just the test.
I know. It just says that pink is going to be girls.
I don't know. Just the test.
That's awesome. Guess Guess when you want to, it happens.
June 19th, Shanann posts on Facebook, I love Chris. He's the best dad us girls could ask for. June 15th of 2018, Shanann posts to Facebook about Chris being more talkative, coming out of his shell. She says, Chris just said he's been more talkative since he started Burn. Talking to random strangers. Hashtag he's an introvert. We know who he was talking to. He was talking to NK. June 22nd through the 26th, they go to San Diego for a Thrive event together. We find out later that Chris meets up with an old friend and confides in him about Nicole Kessinger. So the San Diego trip, they come away from that trip with a lot of loving, staged photos. And they return to Colorado on June the 26th of 2018. And I have no idea where the music went. But they got back in June 26, 2018. And we can't hear her for some reason.
Time with our
there we
families.
go.
And friends and everything else. And then we're going to come back August 7th. And then I fly to Scottsdale, Arizona on the 11th for a mini little retreat with my team. And we're going to have a lot of fun. What are you doing? This child does not sit still ever. Look at this. Bella, say hi.
These were typical Shanann videos.
Bella, say hi.
Everything was on video.
And I really love the fact that careful, Susie, there's a table there.
Some say that's what drove Chris over the edge.
Yeah, a day in the life with Susie. And just feel blessed that we can do that. We can travel the world. One day Chris can travel that long with us. But just to be the time freedom with my family, my kids, to enjoy them, and not have to worry, you know. I used to not be able to take time off for vacations because all my time off was because my kids were sick. And when the kids are sick, that's priority over vacation. Now I can do both. I can take time off. Well, I don't have to take time off from anything because I do everything from my cell phone. Good morning, Sarah. I need to come back to Canada to see you. Chris needs to come with us, so we'll find out where you are in Canada and we'll come see you. But the time freedom, I feel really blessed to have Cece. It's just a dog. I feel really blessed to have the time freedom to enjoy my kids and still travel with them and have time off. Because I don't have to take time off from anything. I love what I do. Like, every single day, like, I don't consider it work because I literally, truly love helping people feel better and changing lives and giving someone their happy back, their mom back, their mood support, whatever it is that you're doing. Don't mind my hair. I don't even know what's going on with it today. Whatever you're doing, like, I truly don't consider it work because I love what I do. And if you love what you do, it's not work. You have fun. Like, yesterday, my day consisted of meeting with a new promoter. We met for breakfast. Then I met with another one of my friends who promotes with Lavelle for lunch, and we kind of hung out and worked a little bit. And then we had a play date last night with the kids. Mom and I worked. We chatted, and while the kids played, the dads hung out. and it's just fun. Like, that's fun. I want to be able to bring my kids to work and enjoy them, and while they're having fun and having a play date, mommy can do what mommy loves to do, watch them and help people. So that's how simple this is. I fit my business into my day. I fit it into my schedule. I can listen to calls while I give my kids a bath. It's just, I love the time freedom. And if you are a Lavelle brand promoter, and what is your favorite part? Do you love the time freedom that we have? Like, the joy of being able to enjoy your family, take care of whatever it is that you enjoy to do every day, and squeeze in making a phone call and helping someone feel better. Like, that's what I truly enjoy. I love the time freedom. Just watching, like, sitting here, like, I'm doing a live because I'm doing a live, but I'm watching my kids have fun. Like, look, hi, beautiful. They're sitting there playing with Daddy, with jewelry, because that's what they love. But yeah, so it's the time freedom. The time freedom. It's funny because I helped a friend yesterday who super skeptical. And she messaged me and she said, Shanann, I want to tell you something. And I was like, what? She was like, I'm so sorry. And I said, what are you sorry for? She said, because I gave you a hard time. I judged you. I thought you were just doing something, just whatever. And she has been able to enjoy her children the last week and a half in a way that she hasn't in the last 5 years. And to me, that brought me to tears with her, because we're not promised tomorrow, We're not promised anything, but to be able to enjoy our children and every crazy moment, it can be super crazy. I'm not gonna lie, my kids are crazy, but I love them, and I love the fact that I can be there for them. Bella knows that mommy doesn't go into work, so when mommy leaves the house without them, it's foreign to her. We go everywhere together, and we do everything together, and that's what she's used to, and just creating that legacy, like the things that you want to be the example. You don't want to tell your kids what to do, you want to show them. And I feel like I'm able to show them how to be strong, how to work hard, how to be confident. I mean, I'm by far confident person, but I'm more confident than I ever been in my life, and I want to be able to show that to my girls. Like, Bella walks around very shy. She has a mixture of myself and Chris in her. Like, she's an introvert, but she's also branching out of her shell a lot sooner than I ever did in my life. And so seeing her do that, seeing her come out, the teacher's telling me how she's doing in school. Like, she's grown so much in school and at home. And I truly love that about her. I love that, she's becoming more confident. Cece's definitely confident. That child is fearless, has confidence through the roof. She has that side of me when it comes to being, willing to just go after whatever you want. She definitely gets that from me. But the thing is Bella starts doing things now that I do. She imitates me on a daily basis. She imitates her teachers. She imitates people that inspire her. And it just, you got to show your children what you are preaching. Like, don't just preach it, you have to show them. And I want to be that person that shows my kids. Shh, no yelling, come here.
My spot.
We'll get a new spot. Dieter's on that spot. Say hi to everybody.
My spot.
It's just Dieter. Don't be. You sit right there.
Mommy.
Okay, Cece.
My spot.
Dieter, sit down. Okay, see, Dieter's down. Don't steal Cece's food or her spot, because she'll let you know. Right, Cece? Right?
Daddy.
She is a hot mess. A hot mess. So, be nice, Cece. So, but I would love snuggling with her, but she never sits still longer than 2 seconds. Like, literally, she's already kicks Dieter off, and then gets back in my spot. Leaves me. So he's not getting up here, Dieter. So yeah, you guys, like, you have to take a leap of faith in yourself. No matter what it is in life, like, take that leap of faith and know that you can do whatever you want to do. And love what you do. Be happy with what you do. No matter what you do. I mean, if you're a teacher and you love teaching, teach. And teach your butt off. Like, you know, no matter what it is, you just have to love what you do. And I love what I do. I love it. I love the time freedom at the end of the day. So I'm kind of rambling. I don't even know if I'm making any sense at all. But that right there is why I will continue what I do. I will continue fighting. I will continue not letting the haters get in my way. I will continue not letting people discourage me. I will continue not letting people judge me or what I do. I will continue not letting people influence my decisions on what I do in life. I will continue fighting for my children, for my husband, for myself. And nobody's going to hold me back from my future, my kids' future. No one's going to tell me what's the right way of living life, and no one's going to tell me what's the what I should and shouldn't do for a job. Like, if I'm bringing in income and I'm taking care of my family, I'm being a better mom than I've ever been because I am here. And I don't discourage anyone who does go into work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do what you love and be a badass at it. Excuse my French. If you're on here and your kids are watching, I'm sorry. My kids didn't hear me, so good thing. But you just gotta do it. Like, you have to be strong. You have to be confident. You have to be you, you know, at the end of the day. You're welcome, Lynn. I love you guys. I love you, Mandy. Natasha. But if you're on here and if you're a thriver and on here and confidence, if you've gained so much more confidence than you had before, raise your hand. Like, put a comment below, show the hearts. You know, if you've become more confident with Lavelle. Or not even Lavelle, like, yeah, Lavelle, because it's not just the product, it's the community of people we surround ourselves with. Like, let me go outside. It's going to be 80 degrees today. So, I've become more confident because of the people I'm surrounding myself with. It's amazing what the littlest things can do, like, in life. Like, when you surround yourself with people who are just negative, not happy with life, which I get it, I've been there, I've done that. But I'm choosing, even on my worst days, to not let the negativity bring me down. Because at the end of the day, I mean, when I was negative and I lived and breathed negativity, it showed on my family, it showed on my children, it showed on myself. It shows, like, it really truly shows. So you have to, what I do now is, and again, don't get me wrong, I have my bad days, I have my off days, we all do, we're human, right? But on those days, I choose to do something that will bring me up, whether it's reading a book, or reading a quote, or reading something, finding something positive to read, because I'm choosing to be better in life, and I choose happiness. I choose drama-free life. I want a drama-free life. Oh my gosh, Colorado makes me feel like it's drama-free life because Colorado is just amazing, absolutely amazing. Sorry. But that's how I feel. I feel at peace here in Colorado. And everyone wonders why we moved to Colorado, because I do. I feel at peace here. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel I feel at home, if that makes sense at all. So I don't know if I am helping anyone today comment something. I feel like I'm rambling, I'm not making sense. But I felt like I needed to share today. Share from my heart. I never make sense. Sometimes I feel like I ramble. That's my insecurity coming in. It's my confidence trying to attack me. But I feel like I can relate to somebody and somebody can relate to me and feel the same, you know? I was never the smartest kid on the block. I worked my tail off to fight through school. I was not a book, like Chris is a book smart person. He reads something one time and he's like, it's memorized. Me, on the other hand, I was the one staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning studying and still struggling. I'm a horrible test taker. Horrible test taker. I can know all the answers, but put that test in front of me and I bomb it, or I struggle. And I've always struggled, you know, through school. I've always, a lot of things like insecurities, all of it played. I think it played a huge role in my everything. So, but then the thing about me that is different than just different about me is I've never given up. A lot of you know my part of my story, my health challenges, bad relationships, things that could have knocked somebody down completely hardcore. But the thing is I believe that everything in life happens for a reason, and I also believe people are placed in our life for a reason. And I remember when I went through something major in my life, you know, good relationship, gone bad, and I remember coming out feeling the weakest I've ever felt in my life. Like I was no good, I wasn't good enough. My insecurities got deeper, stronger, and I felt like I was not worthy of anything. And I remember a friend, and I'm gonna give her a shout out because I met her through a job, Amber Matthews, or that's what her name, yeah, Amber Matthews now. Her name was Amber Matthews, sorry Amber. Sorry, Chad, but we're not close, like super close right now, but we're still friends. And when we met, I remember she took me for my first pedicure. She took me to buy clothes. We were going clothes shopping, and I was putting on shirts that were 2 times bigger than what I needed. And she was like, "That is way too big for you." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's perfect." And she's like, "No, Shanann, it doesn't." And she helped me regain confidence that I didn't know I even had. She helped me find me. And, you know, through that, I've met so many people in my life that have helped me through all of that, helped me build my confidence, helped me. You just have to surround yourself with people that want better for you, just like they do for themselves. And if you do that, like, you're on top. Like, you're on top of the world when you have people that you surround yourself with that make you better. Like, they don't bring the bad out of you, they bring the good out of you. And from that point on, I fought like hell. I worked my tail off. I busted my butt. I was never a big dreamer, so to think, because my insecurities brought me down. But I remember when I was single for a long time, and my goal was to buy a house. I was tired of paying someone else's mortgage because, you know, that's what you do when you rent. And I wanted to buy a house. And I wanted to buy a house that I could resell one day and make a profit off of. And so I worked and worked and worked and worked. I lost a lot of friends because a lot of my friends were still young. We were still young. And I was 25 years old when I built my first house. My family doesn't come from money. We always worked hard for what we had. And I did. I bought my first house at 25 years old. And that was the biggest accomplishment I felt I've ever done because I did it by myself. I did it by working my tail off for it. And I had that to show for it, you know? And then I met Chris. My health challenges happened. I was diagnosed with some health challenges, and then I met Chris. I met Chris because of those health challenges. My friend sent me a friend suggestion for him. It was actually his cousin's wife, and I deleted it. I was like, I'm not interested. I don't want to meet a guy. Bye-bye. So I deleted her friend suggestion for him. I was diagnosed 2 months later, and I went through one of the, I would say, darkest times of my life because things just got scarier, worse. I thought my life was crumbling underneath me, and I didn't know which way to turn. I didn't have a lot of friends at the time because a lot of my friends, friends I did have, I lost because they didn't understand that I looked perfectly fine, and I felt horribly inside. Horribly. I felt a lot of discomforts, a lot of aches, a lot of bad moods. I met a lot of friends online, and in the part where I gave up on everything, I quit my job. It was kind of temporarily, but kind of quit my job of 9 years. I just said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. You don't understand me. You don't understand what's going on in my life. And I quit. And I got a friend request from Chris. I was in a really, really, really bad place. And I got a friend request from Chris on Facebook. And I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm never going to meet him. Except, well, one thing led to another. And 8 years later, we have 2 kids. We live in Colorado. And he's the best thing that has ever happened to me. And because of my health challenges, because I got so sick, I let him in. And he only knew me at that time. He knew me at my worst, and he accepted me. And, you know, through your vows, like through sickness and everything, he's been there. He was the one that let me lay on him and fall asleep for 3.5 hours on his lap while he had to pee. He is the best thing that has ever happened to me. So with that being said, know that no matter what, and I can go on forever with this story, but I want to cut it short so I don't bore you guys. Know that no matter how hard life gets, no matter how low you feel, know that deep down, in your heart, that there's a purpose, there's a reason for everything. We may not understand it at the time. It's hard to understand it at the time. I'm telling you, when I met Chris, I pushed him away. I gave every excuse for him to run. I mean, I gave him an out every single day. I gave him an out. And if you guys know my story with Chris, you know I gave him an out. I mean, he went to my colonoscopy. I tortured him. I rejected him. I pushed him away time and time and time again. But when I canceled dates last minute, because that's how life is with my health challenges, you cancel things last minute, and it's hard for people to get. It's hard for me to understand. But he stuck around, and he stuck around because he was the one for me, and he is amazing. And I can't tell you how wonderful he is. But on top of all of that, when I got sick, I reached out to support groups online. And I built relationships with so many people that have similar health challenges or the same. And we've built a relationship stronger than some of the relationships I've known for over 20 years. Some of them that I've known over my whole life. And these people are in my life for a reason. I met these people for a reason. And Mandy Aikman is the one who introduced me to Thrive. And I would never be where I'm at right now without her. And so all of this comes from all of this positivity that I'm sharing. My 2 children are because of all of this. All of this. My health challenges happened for a reason. I was told I couldn't have kids, and here I have 2 amazing, crazy, wild children I love dearly. And everything happens for a reason. So if you're at a place where you feel, Dieter, you feel like life's standing on top of you, and attacking you, write down, this is homework for everyone, and I do this all the time because I have to life happens. So write down all the things that you think are bad in your life, all the negative in your life, write it down. But then I want you to also, on the other side of the paper, write down what has happened in your life that you're grateful for. The third step is take a pen and mark over, like connect the two things that happened. So, for instance, health challenges. Chris, Mandy, life, right? I can write that I can connect that life health challenge to Mandy. I can connect it to Chris, and I can connect it to everything else that happened because of my health challenges. So do you see what I'm trying to do here? Like, I want you to connect the negatives with the positives in your life. And when you look at that, life becomes so much brighter. Like, so much brighter when you can do that. So, you know, sometimes we have to reassess in our life. Like, sometimes we feel like life's attacking us, and when we do, we have to sit back and look at the big picture. And it may not be something right away. It may be, if it's happening to you right now, you may not see the big picture. You may not see it until 6 months down the road, or what the connection is. But when you do, it's gonna all make sense. It's all gonna click, and you're like, why was I beating myself up for something? No reason at all. Like, no reason at all. So do that. And if that helps you guys, like, I don't know where I found that. It was in one of the books I read when I was going through hard things in life, and when things were really like attacking me, and I felt like the world was sitting on top of me. I had to do that, and I do it still to this day. We still have our moments where, you know, we feel like life's attacking us, or nothing good is coming out of every day. We have to reassess and see why we did it, like why things happen. There's a plan. No matter what your beliefs in life are, what you believe in, there's always a plan for everything. And that's my belief anyway. I believe it, and because I'm living proof that something good comes out of everything negative. Something good comes out of everything you don't want. And when you push your comfort zone, when you go outside that comfort zone and you really step out of it, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna be scary, it's gonna be traumatizing sometimes. But guess what? When you step back, you're gonna realize, wow, that was the best feeling of my life. Like that, it's like riding a roller coaster. I'm iffy on riding roller coasters, but it's the same thing as riding a roller coaster. You're like, it's scary as heck. You don't want to do it, but when you do, it's exhilarating. Like, it's exciting. It's. I mean, literally, when I found out I was going on stage, I think I lost 5 pounds. It was the scariest thing ever, and I was like, as long as I don't have to speak, we're good. You know, I can do this. So, it was still scary. Like walking on stage in front of 25,000 people, I'm like, holy crap! Am I gonna trip in these heels? Am I gonna bust my face? What am I gonna do? Like, is my hair gonna be standing up? Is my skirt gonna be pulled up and not realize it? I was scared. Like, all of those things came through my mind, and you know, it's just exhilarating on the other side. It's so exhilarating, and so I hope I helped somebody today, because I felt like I needed to share that. I know I kind of rambled a little bit, and I apologize. I apologize if I don't make sense. I apologize if any of it, like, it goes over left field. But I wanted to share, and I wanted to. So I hope that helped anyone that was.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you've
You wanna
got to
eat
try
healthy.
Kachava. Kachava is the world.
That there was a raid going on. And whoops, I kind of messed that up. Sorry, guys. But we were wrapping that one up, and I was going to start this video because we were on the Santa hat, but that one took a little longer, but here we go. This has commentary in it. I'm not sure I want to play this one. We've got a pizza guy outside, Hungry Howie's.
Why you gotta tell me all that?
He ain't here. He's definitely not coming here. Okay, let's see if this is it. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Does that look like him?
Absolutely. It looks exactly like him. Okay, here we go.
I gotta make this one mean.
All right, now we're rolling in. This is going to be when Chris Watts is Santa. We're going to listen in on this grueling video.
Santa's here, but the kids are freaking out.
You guys can hear it okay, right? You can hear the Santa?
Yeah.
Hey, Santa, where's your phone?
In the garage.
I wanted it. Santa, you gained some weight this year. Come on, Santa. Hold on, Santa. I gotta find the kids because they're kind of scared. Sit down, Santa. Have a seat. I'll try to get the kids.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, Santa.
Yes.
Where's the phone?
On top of your car in the garage?
I needed it for pictures. Hold on. I gotta get the phone. This is hard. As one parent. I gotta get the phone so I can get pictures. Hold, please. My husband's a genius. Doesn't listen. Oh, it's cold.
Interior, garage, door.
Come on. Bella, come on. Santa has presents. Bella, you wanted Santa. I'm going to tell Santa to leave. I'm coming with you. Let me get Cece. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Bella, just you and me. Bella, just you and me. Come on, just you and me. Okay. Bella, I'm gonna tell Santa to leave. He's got presents for you. Come on, come on. Chris, do you know where Chris is, Santa? Can you sit down, please, Santa? Thank you. Bella, say hi, Santa.
Hello, Bella. How are you?
Say, I'm good. Say, Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, Bella.
Say, Merry Christmas.
Have you been a good girl this year?
Say, I have.
Have you been expecting me tonight? I kind of got shy on me here.
Pop up on.
I've been watching.
Papa's coming.
What's wrong with your sister?
What's wrong with Cece?
What's wrong with your sister? Does she not want to come see me? No? What did you ask me? What did you ask me for this year?
What did you ask for from Santa?
Water bottle.
A water bottle?
What I got in here? Oh.
That Bella, is that Santa Claus?
Oh! Go see.
Is this what you wanted?
But that's the kind Santa brought you, sweetheart. Look, it has the mermaid on it. Can you go grab it from Santa? Can you say thank you, Santa? Does he have any other presents for you?
Did your sister ask for one too? Is she gonna come see me or no? No? Okay, can you hold, I think she asked for this. Can you hold on that one? Oh, I got some more stuff in here, Bella. What else did you ask for?
I'm trying to fix it.
What else did you ask for?
What else? What else did you ask for? Did you ask for poppy slippers? Huh? I'm right here.
Look what I have here, Bella.
Okay, here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look.
Okay, thank you.
One's for your sister. And one's for you.
Can you sit on Santa's lap? So you asked all day for Santa to sit on Santa's lap. You want mommy to sit on his lap? Okay. Will you sit with me? Santa, can you sit on your lap?
Yes. You've been a good girl this year, Bella.
because I'm concerned about a friend of mine. I dropped her off at her house at 2 in the morning last night because we were out of town together and we were on the way back from the airport. And she was having issues, and she's pregnant. And I haven't been able to get a hold of her this morning. And I've gone to her house, and her car's there and stuff like that. But she won't answer the door. She won't answer phone calls. She won't answer text messages. And I'm just really, really concerned. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning, and she didn't go to it. And I don't know what to do. I've called him and talked to him, and he said that she went on a play date with her other 2 daughters. But, like, if she went on a play date, they're both in car seats. Why would she not take her car?
Perfectly understandable. Do you happen to know her address, Nicole?
I'm asking to stand outside her house. It's 2825 Saratoga Trail in Frederick. And then I said, like, Chris, can you just come home and check to make sure she's okay? Because the shoes she wears every single day are right inside her door.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, I'll be there in 3 minutes. Well, that was 45 minutes ago. And I called him and asked him again, can you please come home? And he's like, I'm 45 minutes out.
Okay. Nicole, I'll go ahead and put a call in. I just need you, if you could please repeat her address to make sure I have it entered correctly.
2825 Saratoga. It's Saratogatr.
Okay.
I think stands for trail.
Thank you. And can I get a phone number that you're calling me from? Area code first.
970.
Thank you. Okay, Nicole, tell me exactly what happened.
So we were out of town for work, and we flew in last night. Our flight got delayed, and I dropped her off at her house at 2 in the morning. She's 15 weeks pregnant, and she wasn't feeling well over the weekend, and she was very, like, distraught and out of the sorts because her and her husband are having issues. So I was concerned because she wasn't, like, eating or drinking and stuff like that. So then this morning I was like, let me know if you need me to take you to your doctor's appointment because you're not feeling well. And I have called and texted. I've come to her house. She's not answering the door. She's not responding to text messages, phone calls. I've had other friends reach out to her. None of us can get her to respond to us. They have 2 little girls that are 3 and 4. I mean, there's no movement in the house whatsoever. And he states that she didn't take them to daycare and was going to go on a play date, but they're both in car seats and her car is here.
What's her name?
It's in the garage. And I'm like, well, huh?
What's her name?
Shanann Watts. It's SHANANN Watts, WATTS.
Okay. Do you know her date of birth or how old she might be?
Oh, if you wouldn't have asked me that, I would know it.
That's okay. If you just know her approximate age, that you take that into.
He's going to have his 20s, early 30s.
Okay. Bear with me here one moment. When was the last time that you heard from her?
When I dropped her off at her house, I watched her, made sure she got in the house. That was at 2 a.m. It was actually 1:55. I literally lived like 5-10 minutes from her.
Okay. And her vehicle is it parked in the garage?
Yes. It's a white Lexus.
Okay.
And I probably, because I was concerned, I know I don't want to get a doctor's office in trouble, but I went to the doctor's office because I've been used them as doctors, and I said, I know you can't give me things because of HIPAA, but can you just tell me if she showed up at her appointment this morning? And the lady was like, no, she did not.
Okay. Is that's unusual behavior for her to not show up to her doctor's appointment?
No.
Okay.
No. Pregnancy, like, she was so excited and then got blindsided from her husband that he wanted to separate a week ago.
And her husband's name is Chris?
Yes, his name is Chris Watts.
And he told you that she went on a play date today with
the girls.
Okay.
Yeah, with their 4-year-old. And she told me last night when we were driving home, she's like, the morning's going to suck because I have to take the girls to daycare tomorrow. And I made the statement, well, you could keep him home with you. And she's like, no, that'd be more exhausting. She's like, I have to get up and take him because I have a doctor's appointment at 9.
Bear with me here one moment. I'm just typing this information in the call here.
And I'm not trying to cause problems more between them. I just want to know she's okay.
Okay. What's her phone number?
No, give me 1 second and I'll look it up for you. It is 910-850-3286.
Okay. And Chris told you that he was on his way.
Yes, I just talked to him. Well, I talked to him earlier. One of our other friends did via text because I was going to the doctor's office, and she said he would be here in about 30 minutes, and that was at 1:08. And then I called him and said, Chris, I'm at your house. I'm not trying to cause drama or anything. I just need to know your wife, okay? I was like, where are you? And he was like, I'm on I-70. I'm about a half hour to 45 minutes out. And I just said, okay, and then I hung up and called you guys because I'm just worried.
Okay, Nicole, what kind of vehicle are you in right now?
I'm in a white Dodge Dart.
Okay. Alrighty, we do have a call in, Nicole. We'll have an officer come out that way as soon as we can. I would just advise you, to not try to make entry into the house or anything like that until the officers can get there. In the meantime, if you do hear from her, just give us a call back and let us know, okay?
911.
Okay.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
For
Bye-bye.
2825 Saratoga Trail of a party who's checking on a friend who's pregnant, who's not answering the door.
How you guys doing? What's that? Yeah. How you been?
Hi.
You Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on?
So my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend.
Right.
And I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. She's 15 weeks pregnant. She wasn't feeling well, and she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9, and I told her to let me know if she needed me to take her. She's got 2 little girls, and she was very distraught over the weekend, wasn't eating normally or drinking, and we kept trying to force it on her because she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband and her supposedly are separating, but she didn't know this. She thought they were just having issues. He disclosed that to me today.
Okay.
Because I called him, and I was like, have you talked or heard from Shanann since she left for work this morning? Because I can't get a hold of her. I've called, I've texted. Her car's in the garage. Her shoes she wears every single day are by the front door.
She only has one vehicle?
No, they only have the one vehicle in his work truck.
Okay. That's what I'm asking. There's not a...
The girls and went on a play date, but they're 4 and 2. She went on a play date. Why wouldn't she take in a car? They're both in car seats. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9, and she didn't go to the doctor's appointment.
Okay. No answer on the phone. Husband's on his way.
Supposedly, but he said that 30 minutes ago when I called him again, he said there's 45 minutes out. And I know the code is the door.
You do?
I do, but there's a thing on it. There's a, no, it'll, even Chris, I didn't do it. There's a, they have the thing flipped up here.
Oh. What about the garage door?
I don't
Is
know.
there...
I don't think Chris is coming.
So this is the initial search at the house. Can you hear me? And Chris is about to let them in, so they're finally getting inside right now. Her mother just said, I give you permission to enter my daughter's house. Get your ass
Scott, how you doing?
in there.
So this is the only vehicle she would have?
Only one that, yeah.
She would drive? Okay.
me. Yeah. The neighbors went and checked his camera and they said that a white car drove away at 1. It was me though. That was me. I dropped her off.
That was the last action on my camera.
Okay. That's throughout the whole day, or?
Besides Chris leaving?
Well, yeah.
What about is there some way you can look for the day? During the daytime?
What? Frantic. The girls' car seats are in the car too. So she left with the friend. She would have took the car seats.
I can go look if he doesn't find it.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Huh? Chris is in the house. We're standing outside of the police office. Can we go in the house?
We can.
I mean, that's up to him. It's his house. If you guys.
Nikki, I'm giving you permission to walk in my daughter's house.
Mind if I come in, Chris? Okay. You checked upstairs? She's not there. I just want to make sure she's not passed out somewhere. Is she diabetic? You mind if I look around?
Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine. Okay.
And
She doesn't ever black out or have seizures or anything like
no,
that.
I mean, long time ago. She got in a car wreck, and I believe that's what happened. But Imitrex is something she takes for migraine. She took more Imitrex this last month than she ever had before, but that's just because she was in North Carolina with the humidity and everything like that. She was there for 6 weeks, and we got back Monday or Tuesday, and then she flew out to Arizona Friday morning, and then she got back last night. About 2 a.m. Flight got delayed. She left about 11. She got here at 2.
Okay.
And I went to work this morning about 5:15, 5:30.
What do you do?
I work at oil and gas in Darko.
What do you do for them?
Operator.
Oh. Long days then?
Yeah, I definitely still be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always a long day, especially in that heat. There's no like off text messages unless
Can you look at your camera to see from your security system to see when she left?
it's unless they left out the front door.
Because you told me that she went on a play date with the girls and then
That's what she told me.
Addie said you told her that
Yeah, she went with some friends with. She went to go to a friend's house with the kids. That's why they weren't at school.
Addie said you told her that she left in the middle of the night.
Oh no, she didn't leave in the middle of the night. No.
Yeah.
Where do you get to go to school at?
Primrose in Vista Ridge. Okay. Hey. Yeah. No. Yeah, she said she was at her friend's house. That's what she told me she was going to do.
Nicholas.
I have no clue at whatsoever why she wouldn't take her cell phone. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. You have to go out the front door and she
What's everybody doing? What do you guys think so far? I think this one, his face is a little long, but probably not.
Oh my God, I was muted that whole time.
I know I came on, I'm like, oh,
I was like, that was rude. Why is he talking over me? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I was saying was I was stopping the body cam there. They do a search of the house. It ends up being where Nicole ends up leaving that day. I don't even know what the hell I said. See, I'm trying to recreate something and I said it and it was great and now I can't. I'm trying to recreate it. So let me go back up. So the body cam from that day is when they talk to Chris and he says she's on this play date. He sticks to his story. What I want to skip forward to, though, and I can't remember what I was yapping on and on about. Something about the footage that we were watching, but I don't remember. Anyways, we're going to skip forward to another part of the case, which is the interrogation and when he's questioned. And that starts out with the Porch interview. So the infamous Porch interview took place on Chris Watts' porch in his shirt that he got from Amazon, or Shanan ordered him from Amazon. That was something he felt the need to talk about with the reporter. It's just interesting as his wording. I think it'll be interesting to listen versus watching him like we always have. So, because I think listening to Shanan was a little different than watching as well. You don't have the distractions of the visual, but the drawing is coming along amazing.
Do you think this one looks like him?
Yeah, it looks. I mean, you say
Like
you're
his
not good at
mugshot.
drawing people. It's like you're really good at it. So,
Because this is his mugshot body, right?
mm,
But he was making a different face. So I changed his face like that one close up where he's mean looking.
he's got the
Except
many faces of Chris Watts.
Yeah, we're just going on to another one now.
I mean, that right there you captured, I think, the look on his face, because when he was arrested and standing there shirtless when he was being booked, he had this I haven't slept in 2 weeks look.
And a long, tired, yeah.
Literally, he looked, I mean, fucking drained. His eyes were bloodshot. He had huge bags under his eyes, and his face was drawn. It was long like that. So bizarre. You caught it perfectly. So let's listen to the Porch interview, and let's listen to what Chris Watts has to say about his missing family.
I think she got it off Amazon, but this is my favorite college sports team.
Wasn't she just there?
She was just in North Carolina. Yep. So she actually probably got it from there. Usually she gets stuff from Amazon, but this one, I like these shirts a lot.
Oh, we got some old school J for J intro going on.
One of the things we were talking about is, as we mentioned yesterday,
Wait a minute. This isn't the Porch interview, though. Where's the Porch interview? Oh, here it is. Okay, we'll come back to that.
This revolutionary new device can remove up to 10 times more earwax than a traditional cotton
Earwax
swab.
removal. Good thing you don't have a
Shanann
visual
went
on that.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Oh, this is I think she got it off Amazon, but this is my favorite college sports team.
Wasn't she just there?
She was just in North Carolina. Yep. So she actually probably got it from there. Usually she gets stuff from Amazon, but this one, I like these shirts a lot.
That must have been my intro. All right, so we're going to skip over the dog search, but because it's very loud. But the dogs did pick up a scent in the house under Bella's bed and also down in the basement under their stairs. But no other evidence that we know of was found other than evidence of, and they were like stress and trauma dogs. So it wasn't like they were, I think they did have cadaver dogs, but I believe it was the stress dog that picked up on a scent in the house. So here we're going to go. We're going to listen to this Porch interview now.
Right now, it's got Canine units.
Hold on.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, we're done in there. So I'm gonna go double check with the other team, but it doesn't sound like it.
Okay, well, just for clarification, it's not a stolen vehicle because Indiana never entered it.
Chris Watts, WATTS.
What's going on right now around your house?
Right now, it's got Canine units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent, see where they went. If they went on foot, they went in a car, or they went somewhere. And right now, it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened?
She came home from the airport 2 a.m. and I left around 5:15. She was still here, and like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend Nicole showed up at the door. Like I had texted Shanann a few times that day, called her, say but she never got back to me. But she wasn't getting back to any of her people as well, and that's what really concerned a lot of people. Is like she's not getting back to her. Like if she doesn't get back to me, that's fine. Like she gets busy during the day. But she didn't get back to her people, which was very concerning. And Nicole called me when she was at the door, and that's when I came home. And then walked in the house, and nothing was vanished. Nothing was here. I mean, she wasn't here. The kids weren't here. Nope, nobody was here.
What's your wife's name?
Shanann, SHANANN.
What's your kids?
Bella and Celeste.
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 How old are your daughters?
4. Bella's 4. Celeste is 3.
And so, how many times did you try calling her?
I called her 3 times, texted her about 3 times just to say, what's going on. Like because after I called her and texted her once, it's like maybe she was just busy. Like she had just gotten back. Like everybody's probably calling her from her trip. She just got back from Arizona, and I figured she was just busy. But when her friend showed up, that's what it was like. It registered like, all right, this isn't right.
You think she just took off? Do you think?
I mean, right now, I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like I want them back now. Like that's what's in my head. Like if they're safe right now, they're gonna come back. But if they're not safe right now, that's the not knowing part. Like
it doesn't
if they're
even
not
make
safe.
sense.
Last night I had every light in the house on. I was hoping that I would just ran over by the kids running in the door and just like barrel rushing me, but it didn't happen. And it was just a traumatic night trying to be here.
I'm gonna ask some kind of tough questions about the relationship with the kids.
Yeah, my kids are my life. I mean, those smiles light up my life. And it's like, I mean, last night, like during when they usually eat dinner, it was just like I miss them. Like, I mean, I miss telling them, hey, you got to eat that, or you're not gonna get your dessert, and just like you're not gonna get your snack after. I miss that. Like I miss them, cuddle up on their couches. They have like a Minnie Mouse couch and a Sophia couch that they cuddle up on and watch, Bubble Guppies or something. And it was just like, it was tearing me apart last night, and I needed that. I needed that last night, and for nobody to be here last night and to go into their rooms and know that I wasn't going to turn the rain machines on. And I know that I wasn't going to turn their monitor on. No, I wasn't going to kiss them to bed tonight. It was. That's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it. I want everybody to just come home. Like wherever they're at, come home. That's what I want.
Where was she gone? She was on She came back Sunday, so that's you and
Yeah, because her flight got delayed from Arizona because of like other storms around the nation. So she's supposed to get home like 11. She got home at like 1:48. She got in bed about 2.
What was she going for? Like family trip? Or
It was a Thrive direct sales. It was a local event that was down there between a bunch of leaders in the company.
And that day she was back.
I left work early that morning, like 5:15, 5:30. So like she barely got into bed pretty much.
This might be a tough question, but did you guys get into an argument before?
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that. But I just want them back. I just want them to come back. And if they're not safe right now, that's what's tearing me apart. Because if they are safe, they're coming back. But if they're not, this has got to stop. Like somebody has to come forward.
Just spoken to her family, like her parents.
Yeah, they've been in constant contact, like every hour. I mean, everybody back in North Carolina and the East Coast. I mean, from Maine to Florida.
What is her parents saying to you? Like,
They're just like if they need to get on a flight, just let them know. Because I mean, they feel helpless right now because they're on the opposite side of the country. I mean, Colorado is. I mean, you can't just drive around and look. I mean, it's just like you wouldn't really know what you're looking for. That's what the cops pretty much told me. That first day, I was like, I want to get out and drive around. You wouldn't know what to look for.
Last couple questions. What is law enforcement? What have the police or the sheriffs or your neighbors? Is anybody? What's police saying to you?
Right now, this is what they're doing right now is with the Canine in the sense. I think this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing they've done so far because yesterday the Federal Police Department did all the searching of the house and tried to gather whatever information they could. And with the detectives, officers, and sergeants, and today it's, I mean, obviously with all the activity that's around, there's a lot going on around here, and I really hope that all of this can lead to something positive.
What did your neighbors? Did they see anything? Did you ever see?
No, like the police department went door to door asking like cameras and everything, just like nothing.
And my last question, if you have any of those, feel free to step in. My last question: if your wife can see this, if she can watch this, what would you have to tell your wife?
Shanan, Bella, Celeste, if you're out there, just come back. Like if somebody has her, just please bring her back. I need to see everybody. I need to see everybody again. This house is not complete without anybody here. Please bring her back.
That's it. I can take that mic off you.
The most important thing, like I'm not sure. I'll just wait for you to ask a question, but like I want them wherever they're at. Like I have no inclination of where they're at right now. Like I've exhausted like every friend that I know of, and every friend that I have has called friends that Shanann has that maybe I didn't know about, and it's just like it's vanished. Like she's not, like when I got home yesterday, it was like a ghost town. Like she wasn't here, kids weren't here. I have no idea like where they went, and it's just earth shattering. I don't feel like this is even real right now. It's like a nightmare that I just can't wake up from.
When did you
Like I texted her a few times, called her, I didn't get a response, which that was a little off. And then her friend Nicole showed up about a little afternoon. I could see it on the doorbell camera, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" She's like, "I can't get a hold of Shanann." And that's when I was just like, "All right, something's not right. If she's not answering the door," and she said the car was here, it's like, I gotta go home. And we got here, got inside, and nobody was here. Nothing.
So I read that Shanann had to be.
Yeah, because like Bella was gonna start kindergarten next Monday, and they were just getting ready to start back again.
So what kind of from Nicole kind of took you off something?
Yeah, because like she was here at the front door, and that's when I kind of knew, okay, like if she's not answering anybody else either, this isn't like her. Because I mean, she works that direct sales business, and that's what she does. And for her not to respond to any of her people, that, I mean, if she doesn't respond to me, that's fine. I mean, like, she's busy, she's got stuff going on, but not to respond to her people, though, that was not like her.
Chris, you've got a beautiful family, you know. It looks like you all love each other. What was in your mind the minute kind of like something wrong?
Like, I was trying to get home as fast as I can. I was blowing through stoplights. I was blowing through everything, just trying to get home as fast as I can, because none of this made sense.
Sounds like Dawn,
if
huh?
she wasn't here, like, where did she go? Like, once I got here, it was like, all right, who can I call? Who do I know that she could be with right now? If she went to a friend's house, where could she be staying? And we went through everybody. I mean, just everything in my contact list and her friend's contact list, and nothing has come up. Everybody has said like they haven't heard from her either. I'm just hoping right now that she's somewhere safe.
He keeps
and
saying
maybe
that.
she's just she's there. But right now it's just like, if she's vanished, like, I want her back so bad. I want those kids back so bad.
You know, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the first thought is, where are they? I want them back. Your second thought is, also, your second thought is that
Yeah, I mean, nothing. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion on anything like this. I just want them people to know that I want my family back. Like, I want them safe, and I want them here. Like, this house is not the same.
He said safe again.
Last night was traumatic. Last night was, I can't really stay in this house again, like, with nobody here. And last night I wanted that knock on the door. I wanted to see this kid just run in, just barrel rush me and just give me a hug.
It's a repeat, isn't it?
But
no,
that didn't happen.
It's a different media source.
Probably my friends Nick and Amanda.
No, I'm talking about what we hear now lately.
Something develops in the next.
Oh, what do you mean?
From Yo-Yo's down
I'm
there.
hoping that somebody sees something, or somebody knows
on the hill
and comes forward.
Oh yeah, same old song and dance.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Yeah.
Like, if
lying
they're safe,
liars
or
who
if
lie.
they're in trouble. Like, there's just that variable. Like, I'm not sure. I mean, I can't do anything right now. From where I'm
Brandis
at.
has changed
Like,
the
I'm not sure if
timeline
they're safe
too.
somewhere, just huddled up somewhere, or if they're in
Yeah,
trouble.
they're huddled
And
up somewhere,
knowing
Chris,
that
in
if they
in
could
an
be in
oil
trouble,
tank.
It just, it's earth shattering right now, and it doesn't
Sick.
feel like it's real.
It is just sick.
it sounds like everything's off. There's no sign of them leaving the house.
No, like, we have camera there. Neighbor has a camera. I mean, everything's checked out.
Do you have a camera?
The doorbell. Only.
What's that one doing? Is that one looking right?
Were all the doors around the house locked?
Front door was locked. The garage door was unlocked, but
So far, so
that's
good.
normal for, like, when she comes in the house, she leaves it unlocked just so she can come in and out, just in case, to get in the garage door, but the back sliding door was locked as well. I don't want to put anything out there, like, just suspecting, like, if something, like, somebody pulled in the back, and because we have a driveway back there from
I
the
don't
new
want.
townhomes,
I don't want to
but
put nothing out there, but I think someone pulled up the
it's so
back
hard to
and
tell.
took her.
Like, there's no cameras in the backyard or anything like that, so it's really hard to even suspect anything right now as far as how she could have left, or if someone came picked her up, or if somebody took her.
Today's reality, got cops there, cops here, cops
Yeah,
here.
lots of words that aren't needed.
I've never seen something like this in my lifetime unless it was on TV or a movie. And
You're on TV,
this
all right,
doesn't seem
buddy.
real at all. It just seems like I'm living in a nightmare, and I can't get out of it.
Yikes.
I just want them home so bad.
This is like the same day, right?
Next day.
Yeah, I had the kids over the weekend.
Did you see your wife when she got home?
She got home really late, about 2 a.m. from the airport when she got back from Arizona.
This was August 14th.
Yeah, I saw her when she got in, but it was really quick, just because it was 2 a.m. in the morning. But I saw the kids in the monitor before I left, and that was it. Right now, I'm in Frederick Police Department. They've been on point. The officers, detectives, sergeants, Canine units here. They're getting sense. So
Every time
hopefully
those
they
dogs
can
were barking
pick up
too, he
something
got
and
nervous.
kind of go in a direction that will actually lead us to where maybe they're at right now.
Shanann went to Where'd you get that shirt?
Oh, this is
Okay, that's the end of that. Now, that was pre-mistress. Then the mistress comes out of the woodwork and does an interview.
Texted.
She comes out of the woodwork, and we have her question by. Hang on.
The time is 10:51 a.m.
This is her original first interview. I'm going to play a little bit of this. And this is her meeting with the investigators for the first time about Chris.
This is Agent Kevin Kovac from CBI. Making a phone call to witness in the Watts matter.
Okay, I take that back. They're calling her for the first time. So this is on also August 14th of 2018. This is a phone interview with her and the investigator.
Nicole Lee Kessinger at 720-656-9605. Nicole texted me last night and said that she recalled some further information after an interview with her on the 16th. So the phone call will be to update whatever information she wants to provide and address a couple other issues that were not addressed during the initial interview.
Hello.
Hi, Nikki. It's Kevin.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Sorry for the delay. I got stuck in a meeting. Obviously, couldn't walk out. So I apologize for taking so long to get back to you.
It's okay.
You at least got a couple hours of sleep last night?
Yes.
You sound a little bit better than yesterday.
I feel a little bit better. Not much, but I feel like sitting down and just talking about all of that with everybody is like, it's helping.
Good. Well, I think just keep that up. And again, if you need any, if I can put you in touch with somebody from a victim advocate to whatever I can help you with, just call and ask.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to do that once we're done talking.
Okay, sure. I can get somebody in touch with you today. And you don't need to tell me about anything. We talked about that yesterday, but it might be something good for you to do, and I can make that happen today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what you texted me about 2 a.m. and said that you remembered some other information. What did you remember?
2 a.m. She's texting him.
Like, just kind of odds and ends. And I'm sure there will be more as this goes on. I interacted with him so much that sometimes, like, I just have to stop and think about how much information that I have gotten from him over the last few months and the last week or so. And, like I said, I never know what's true and what's not anymore.
Sure.
But I figure I'll just give you guys everything I have. And hopefully I don't have to keep calling you back with more, but no promises.
No, that's okay. Please do. Like I told you yesterday, anything that comes to mind that you think is important, I'd like to know. Because you know him better than anybody probably over the last 6 to 8 weeks. So that's anything that he said to you or anything that stands out to you as you're reflecting on all this kind of mess here is important for me to know.
Understood. Couple things. So one, I went back and I tried to find whatever text you were talking about between my friend Charlotte and me with the eHarmony thing, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
If you, and I mean, her and I text so much though. So if you find it and you show it to me, let me know. But it's just I was on that site, but it was never worth a damn for me.
Sure.
So it wasn't really something that I ever discussed with her. However, when I was going back through there, I did realize that I had offhandedly mentioned to her a little bit about Chris. I didn't tell her that I was how deep the rabbit hole went on that, I guess you could say, but it was kind of vague, and she was asking a lot of questions at that point, but it was just oh, you know what? I did say something to her.
You guys, I think I just looked at the messages, and there was some little bit of conversation regarding, he's got kids. There was some conversations about some sexual related stuff. and that was about it. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, I did mention it to her, and honestly, we've talked since then, and I haven't even mentioned him. And that girl's so wrapped up in everything that's going on in her life. Like, I don't even think she realizes what's going on in the news.
Okay.
I don't even think she's going to connect the dots. Like, I would be surprised. Like, I honestly am convinced that if I don't say a word about it, I bet you she won't even bring him up.
Okay.
And even if she did, if I was just like, yeah, he's not around anymore in my life, like, I don't even think I'm not.
Wait, I have never caught that, but she expects the investigator to believe that her friend, Charlotte, that she was texting telling all about her and Chris's sex life. How he would do things that her ex wouldn't do in detail. And that he has kids and he's getting divorced and she's not sure if it's going to work and all these things. But she's like, I don't think that girl would even notice the news. She wouldn't notice an Anadarko worker where I work killed his kids and his wife. She wouldn't even connect the dots. She's so wrapped up in herself. She does not want them to talk to Charlotte.
No.
Weird. Never caught that before.
You know, the cool thing about going back like this is you know the outcome and you know what he actually did. So you're not trying to analyze his words without knowing.
Yeah, and I'm listening to other things. I'm not just listening for things that point to a certain outcome. I'm listening with like more of a fresh, open mind. It's weird.
Because then you catch all this different stuff, but that gives you knowledge in the future. For cases, you can tell by the way they're talking and you can be like, okay,
absolutely. You learn from it. You learn what to listen for.
And what they're doing in there. Yeah.
Anymore in my life, like, I don't even think I'm not concerned about her.
Okay. And the only concern I had there is there seemed like there was some conversation about a boyfriend, and it doesn't seem like, so you were actually talking to her about Chris, not a boyfriend.
Yeah, I went back through those texts. I'm like, what is he talking about? I don't see anything about eHarmony. I mean, and if it's in there, maybe it is, and I just missed it. But it's like, no, I don't know.
It's not all that important. It's not all that important. So we can move past that. What else?
On Monday.
He's like, we can move past that because we've already spoken to Charlotte. So we already know. So let's keep moving, Nikki.
Night. So a couple things. I told you he had like texted me, and then at the end of the night, he had called, or I called. I think he called me, but either way, we were on the phone with each other. And like at some point when we were on the phone, he was like, do you want to FaceTime? And I remember I was laying in bed. And I was just like, you know what? Okay, let me turn on the light. And I remember I turned on the light and we FaceTimed. And when we FaceTimed, he didn't really say much. Like, it was almost kind of awkward. I don't even know why I didn't think of this earlier, but it was very short too. It was super brief. And
okay, now keep in mind, like Maple Leaf said, or Tara said, she called at 2 a.m. to tell this investigator this. Someone was tossing and turning that night and decided to call and let him know that Charlotte is so wrapped up in her life. She has no effing clue. She's not even going to connect the dots on this, right? Charlotte's useless. And now she's calling to say how weird Chris was on the FaceTime. And she doesn't know why she didn't think of this before. But at 2 a.m. the next day, it suddenly was weird.
What's short?
What?
What is short? Like a couple of minutes or 30 minutes?
Oh, no, I bet it was only probably like less than 5 minutes. I think it was only like a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And I think we were like talking a little bit, but he was laying down on a mattress that didn't have any sheets on it.
Okay, hold on. This is so freaking interesting. Holy hell. Okay, so we all know when they searched the home, the beds were stripped, or the master bed was stripped of its sheets. Shanan was found wrapped in the fitted sheet, and the flat sheet was found in the field at Survey 319. So she's telling us that when they FaceTimed, those sheets were already off the bed.
Right.
So that would make us believe what? Shanan wasn't even home yet when they FaceTimed. So what the hell? How does that even fit with the timeline? And P.S., whoever said Santa only got water bottles, I don't think Santa bought the gifts. So, yeah, weird.
I was like, okay. So I was thinking, like, well, maybe he's in bed. I don't know what's up. But I remember asking him, like, where's your sheets, you know? And he's like, oh, I washed them. And then this is the part I don't remember if this sentence right here came in the FaceTime conversation or if it came in a phone conversation prior to the FaceTime conversation. But regardless, this next sentence came on Monday night. And I'm so sorry that I cannot, like, always remember chronological every little detail.
That's okay. It's understandable.
There's so much. But I remember he was.
But why is there so much for her? I don't get it. She was a side piece. What do you mean there's so much? They knew each other for 6 weeks. It's not that much. Weird.
Saying that he was cleaning the house to try to keep busy, to take his mind off of things. And this was on the phone.
So now she wants you to know the sheets were off the bed. He was short. He was acting weird. And he was cleaning.
And I didn't, and it was kind of late when he was doing it. And, like, I didn't honestly think that much about it originally because that man is always cleaning. Like, he's a very, very, like, organized, meticulous, clean individual. Like, he's the type of guy that will, like, vacuum his whole house one week, and if there's rooms that don't get used, he'd vacuum again the next week just because it's, like, part of his routine.
Okay.
So the fact that he's, like, cleaning to kill time and to take his mind off things did not seem like a super red flag to me. Because I was like, okay, well, that's what he does. He just, like, on his days off, like, he organizes his basement or he, like, cleans his garage. It's what he does.
Okay.
And so anyways, so that didn't seem at all like the norm for me. But something that just kind of, like, dawned on me last night as he made the comment directly after that. He said, I had to wash the kids' sheets. He was like, they smell.
Oh, my God. This is what she called him for? All of a sudden, she remembers now that he was laying on the bed on FaceTime with no sheets, acting weird, short. What else? What was the second thing?
He had to do the sheets because they were wet.
Well, that was the third thing. There was something else she said that. Whoa. I didn't link this like this before. So the other thing was, yeah, the kids' sheets. She's calling him at 2 a.m. to say, oh, the Charlotte thing. Charlotte's useless. She don't know nothing. So Charlotte's useless. There was no sheets on the bed. Chris was FaceTiming, acting weird. Oh, and then another thing that hit me was that he told me he had to wash the girls' sheets because they smelled. And I needed to tell you this at 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
And I was thinking about that last night, and I'm like, this man keeps that house so clean. That's like the cleanest house I've ever seen. And I'm like, this man keeps that house so clean. Why would his kids' sheets smell bad?
And you think this was Monday night? What time do you think it was Monday night?
Oh God, I don't even know. I almost wish you guys would show me my phone
So
records.
I'm gonna read off your phone calls for Monday and Tuesday.
All right. So she says, I don't even know. I wish you'd show me. He says, okay, I'll read them.
Starting.
No, it's on Monday.
Okay,
Just
so
tell me on Monday night.
Monday night, you guys had, we talked about a phone call yesterday, but you guys had a phone call Monday night. It looks like he called you. It was 48 minutes and 57 seconds. It was at 9:48 p.m. that he called you. So that would take us to about 10:35. And then there's another call on Monday. It's for 51 minutes and 25 seconds. It looks like, I'm not sure looking at this who called who, but it looks like you called him. And that was at 11:09 p.m. That lasted 51 minutes. So that takes us to midnight.
They were literally on the phone from 8 to midnight.
And then there's another phone call where he calls you. So we're now into midnight, Tuesday morning. It's
No, Tara W. This is Monday. This is after everyone is missing. Shanan got home Sunday night. This is actually after.
a 30-minute phone call that lasts until 12:38 a.m. And then after 12:38 a.m., there's a 2-minute and 44-second phone call that that starts at 1:12 a.m. It's 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yikes, Ashley. Did she call this detective after hanging up with him? I just got like a dizzy spell.
So
I would almost, this is just me, but I would go get my text messages with him from that night, and I would sync them up to that time frame.
Oh, because Nicole, they don't do that at the CBI. They don't sync up texts and calls. They don't. Thanks for the idea.
Because there was texting in between that. So I think what happened is he called me on that first call, and then there's that gap between the first call and the second call. In that gap, that was when we FaceTimed for a few minutes, and that was when I got up out of bed because I was just having trouble sleeping, and I went and did laundry. That's what I did. I went put some clothes. I just put some clothes.
Oh my God, isn't that what Candace did too? Some laundry?
Yep.
What the hell is going on?
Because anything that might have anything on it, they wash, right? That gets rid of most of it, except blood. Some blood stays, but it cleans
laundry.
it. Yeah, they gotta wash everything.
Yikes.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, good connection. Yikes.
Clothes in the dryer, and then I think I called him back, and then we continued to talk. So that little gap right there between those two big phone calls at the very beginning of the night, I mean, not the very beginning of the night, but the big ones, the first two. So in between that gap, there's a quick FaceTime.
So do you think that 2-minute and 44-second is the FaceTime?
No, FaceTimes don't show up on your phone bill.
The one at the very end.
Yeah. Well, so
No,
there's
I don't even think the FaceTime's on there.
Okay,
Because the FaceTime occurred in between those two big phone calls. That
Okay. Okay.
Because it was one big phone call, and then there should have been there's a FaceTime, and in the FaceTime short, it's only a few minutes, and then there's probably just a few more minutes. And that's probably.
So there's a few more calls on Tuesday. So 1:12 is the 2-minute and 44-second call. That lasts till approximately 1:14, and then there's a long gap until 1:50. So another 45 or 35 minutes, and then there's a 7-minute phone call.
Jesus, they talked from 8 p.m. until at least 2 something.
That phone call lasts till 1:58 a.m. And then there's a 10-second phone call at 2:07 a.m. followed by, I think he calls you and maybe leaves a voicemail or something, or you don't pick up. So there's a 10-second call. And then directly after that, there's a 10-minute and 24-second phone call.
Okay, so I'm talking about the two at the very beginning of
the two long
really
ones.
Long ones.
And is that when he's talking about the kids'
Yes,
sheets?
with the sheet. Okay, so yes. I will help you line this up. I almost want to just come in there and drop and drag all of my texts to where they were going.
And you know what? We may meet and do that here coming early next week.
Yeah, well, all those phone calls at the very end of the night, that was me freaking out. Like, if you look at my text, a lot of that was like, I can't sleep, I'm really scared, where's your family? That was like me freaking out and him calling to like try to reassure me, or me calling him like, please talk to me, I'm super scared, where's your family? Like, those little ones at the very end of the night are me not being able to sleep and trying to get him to like talk to me about like, and just, I guess, making sure everything was okay. So that those
He's reassuring her of what?
She said that everything is going to be all right.
Yikes.
Like real late ones, and that's why they're all kind of like sporadic, because I'd be up for like an hour.
Okay, this is where I'm going to throw in my little breadcrumb that I got from Chris's dad, Ronnie. So he told me that when Chris was sentenced and he was walked back through the court after his sentencing, that she was standing there and gave him a smirk. And he asked them why she was there, and no one would tell him. And he told his parents she was there. She was there, and I want to know why she was there. So was he going through some kind of psychosis? Was he hallucinating? Was it real? We don't know.
And then I'd fall asleep for like 15 minutes, and then I would like wake up and start stressing again and try to call him back. Like, so that's why there are all these like little sporadic ones throughout the end of the night. But those two big ones.
So yesterday we talked about Tuesday was mainly text messages regarding your confrontation about his wife being pregnant.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
It is, and I mean, I guess those phone calls were on Tuesday morning, but for me, it was still Monday night.
Okay, so she told investigators, though, that he was calling to reassure her, that she was scared and freaking out. But then he's reminding her, wait a minute, didn't you say that day was all about you finding out that his wife was pregnant? Because she swore she didn't know. But we talked about in the very beginning in episode 1 that she was searching Shanann Watts well before her relationship with Chris.
Right.
So when I was talking to you guys last night, that's how I referred to it, because I hadn't like gone to bed yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, that makes sense to me. Okay. So
I guess those technically were on Tuesday, but according to my daily sleep schedule, that was still my Monday night.
Right. So the last phone call with him on Monday, well, it basically starts into Tuesday. It takes you all the way to Tuesday. It actually ends like basically at midnight on Monday, August 31st. So his wife gets home sometime at about 2 o'clock on that morning. So
no, she got home on Sunday.
Pardon me, Sunday. She got home on Sunday. So did you ever talk to him late on Sunday night?
No, we were on the phone, but I mean, I had to let him go and get up and go to work.
That was the 9 to 11 call that it was like a 2-hour phone call we talked about yesterday on Sunday night from 9 p.m. to 11.
And that would have been the last time that I talked to him until the work day on Monday.
And that's when he texted you at like 3:45.
No, we talked during work. Remember I told you he like randomly texted me throughout the day at work, but it was just like bullshit conversation.
Okay.
It wasn't like anything.
Oh, like when they were talking about the song Battery, about killing the family. Okay.
No substance. Okay. So the most important thing that you've said here is this Monday night phone call. He doesn't have any sheets on the bed, and he said his children's sheets were smelly.
They smell.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get back to that, because I feel like you and me are kind of getting off track. So go to that first long phone call on Monday night was, I think, when he told me that. I don't think he told me that in the FaceTime text. I mean, in the FaceTime conversation. I think he told me that in the first conversation, where he was like, their sheets smell. And I remember thinking to myself, like, why? why? Like, you keep such a clean house. Like, why would your kids stink? And, like, it just didn't really click. And then
Did you confront him? Why did you confront him why the sheets smelled, or did you inquire why?
No, I didn't even ask.
Do you know his children were quite young, and I think one of them was still in diapers. Would have that been a potential reason, that one of them had an accident, or did it seem like that's not what he was talking about?
I don't know. I mean, he didn't elaborate.
Okay.
He was just like, like I said, he always cleans the house, but even if his kids were to be in diapers and, like, have accidents, like, I just feel like the man keeps his house so clean, and she does too. They both must have to, like, coexist in a house that clean. But, like, I just don't see anything in the house, like, smelling.
So she wants to really drive home the fact that him saying that means something happened in those beds.
Okay. All right.
So that was why I brought that up, because I was like, whoa. Okay.
Very important. Thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying to help you guys. I need you guys to help me too. Like,
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
do this as a team, but just don't.
So
fucking let me down,
the
please.
reason why we can't, like, I did think about this yesterday, that I would like to sit down with you once we have your text messages and the phone calls, and we can put them in a some type of easily looking, that we can sit down and look at them and compare them, and we can kind of get the context of how everything was going that night. I would like to do that with you. Unfortunately, so the download that we got yesterday is going to take multiple days to be analyzed. I probably won't have it back till next week. And then because you guys did have so many text messages, one of my analysts is working on getting those in order, so we can put something together where we can actually sit down and discuss it. But I do think that's something that I want to do in the near future, sometime probably next week.
I mean, I can do that. I don't mind giving you guys my time. I just need you guys to, like, help me with my employer and try to just help me brace for this media thing and just try.
So I think your personal mental health is the number one issue. So let me help you with that and get a victim advocate to call you. And you can address questions of employment with them. I think they're better suited to answer those questions than I am. So I would ask you to direct questions to them. If they can't answer them, I'll try to help you as best as I can. I think you have a personal decision to make on what you want to do with your employer. I think you're kind of backed into a corner, and you are going to, it's a tough decision. Do you want to inform them of what was going on? But I will tell you that I think that when they started looking at information for us, and I clarified this morning because I didn't do some of the work on this, but there was either text messages or emails between you and Chris that were on company-related phones or on company-related computers that they were privileged to look at. So they already know about you. Okay, so
yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep my job. I hope that they don't fire me for that. I mean, technically, I'm not an APT employee, and he is, and it was his phone and not mine. So, like,
I don't think that's fire. Like, I don't know labor law. I'll just put it that way. I think that whatever. I mean, people have relationships at work, and you guys were smart enough to stop the stuff. However, you guys did it. Is it an unusual circumstance that two people who got together at their place of employment, this terrible tragedy happened? Yes. Do I think that they are going to do anything to you? I don't think so. I mean, if you read the paper today, you saw they already fired Chris. I mean,
as they should, but I'm hoping they're not going to fire me.
Well, and I think you need to head that up. I think if it was me, and this is just this is not a professional opinion, it's a personal opinion, because I'm trying to help you as much as I can. I would reach out to your employer and just say, I want to come and talk to you, but maybe talk to your EAP people first, and let me get you in touch with a victim advocate. Because again, I think your mental health is more important right now than even your employment. I want you to make sure that you're comfortable and safe in everything that's happening, and then make some, professional decisions and in regards to your employment. Okay.
Okay.
So let me do that.
And Go ahead.
No, I have a couple more questions that don't relate to anything that we just talked about. Is there anything else that you remembered last night that you want to address?
Yeah, a few. So I'm not done yet.
Okay.
And then we can talk about that whole thing too, because I was actually going to see if I could email them today. I was going to email my upper boss, and I was actually going to call her and see and just ask her if she can have. She's the Anadarko rep. See if she can have a schedule sit down with my employer Tasman and schedule sit down with the AP. And I want to get in a room with them all at the same time and just give them kind of a brief synopsis of what's going on and just ask them for help and see what they have to say.
Yep.
But I was going to.
I think that's a good plan.
Say to them and just ask your opinion on it because I don't want to give them too much.
You do not need to tell them anything about the investigation or anything about what we discussed. From my standpoint, the investigative pieces that we've talked about and specifically things that relate directly to why something may have happened or time frames or things like that, they don't need to know that. I think.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell them that. I was just going to let them know that I was.
You were in a relationship with them.
Case and that that I'm like a witness to this case, and that right now it's pretty quiet. But in a few weeks, given how everything goes, it might become kind of a media frenzy. And I was just going to tell them, I didn't commit any crimes, and I'm not in trouble, but I'm working with the prosecutor to try to help to bring some closure to this horrible thing, and then just tell them, I don't think the media is going to portray a very nice picture of me, and it's just an unfortunate circumstance. And
I think that your projection of whatever is going to happen with the media can be reserved until that time. I know that's like your biggest fear in this, but right now I would not even wouldn't address anything that hasn't happened. I think I would simply tell them, look, I am involved in this case. I'm a witness. And I, whether or not, I think they already know it, and I'm sure Anadarko is going to talk with whoever your employer is to make them aware of that. And then, hey, I had a relationship with this guy, and that's all they need to know. They don't need to know anything else. And then, you have to protect your employment and your personal well-being. So think of the best way to do that, and just minimal information. You don't have to tell them very much, but I do think you're on the right track of getting ahead of it. But again, I'm not an attorney, especially a labor attorney. So you have to make decisions for yourself on that. But some of the people here in the victim advocate realm may be able to give you some better advice than I.
I was hoping to do that today.
Sure, I will make a phone call today and
get the ball rolling on this, because I would like to either go to work on Monday or figure out what is going on with a fresh week and try to put my life together, because I think it will help.
Yeah, I think getting back to work and not sitting there and dwelling on this at every moment is going to be very beneficial to you. So I will reach out to those people who handled that today. If I had a name, I'd give it to you. I don't, but I'll see who's available. Okay. So what other?
I want to reach out to them today.
Okay. As soon as we're done here, I'll make that my next priority.
Thank you.
What other things is there that you thought of last night?
So I don't know when this phone conversation happened. I think that this was Monday at some point as well. I think it might have even been the same phone conversation as him washing the sheets and everything. I think it might have been the same conversation. He informed me that her friend Nikki's son was at the house when the cops came, and that he was running all over the house and up and down in all the rooms. And at this point, I was like, well, is anything missing? Because I was thinking on Monday that this girl had just left for the night. So I was like, well, maybe if she's staying with Nikki or somebody, maybe she forgot some stuff. So maybe they're sending, they're sending him in, hey, go get a toothbrush or go get this or go get that. I didn't know. And so he's like, yeah, this little kid was like running all over my house and in all the different rooms in the house. And I was like, well, is anything missing? And he was like, well, I think there's some blankets missing from my kids' rooms, but I don't think he took them. I think she did.
Okay. So he said, little kid, do you know how old this man was or boy was?
Oh, Nikki's son? I don't know.
Okay.
I think he's like 10 or 12. Like, I think he's like a, yeah, I don't know. I think he's like 10 or 12. Like, old enough to, like, process information and run around house.
So he said he thought that the kid didn't take him, but that maybe Shanann had taken him.
Yes.
That's weird. Okay.
Weird.
So Nikki Sonny's like 10 to 12. And I'm just making some notes, just a sec.
Take your time.
Okay. What else?
Let me see. I don't know. I feel like I have a list in my head and I almost wrote it down.
So she was so distraught at 2 a.m., but she doesn't know. I wish I had a list in my head.
How about this? And I was going to mention this last night, but I think both of us were pretty tired, and we were there for a long time yesterday. So if you have a thought, keep a notepad and a pen and paper with you and write it down, and then that way you don't lose it. That way, and then you can just call me and we can discuss it.
All right. We are going to go on to the confession because we're running out of time. It looks amazing.
Am I getting it?
Yeah, you did a really good job of capturing his different looks for sure.
Well, these two really look like him. This one I'm not so sure about. This one kind of, I went back and it does look like his mugshot. But yeah, it's kind of pretty cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did 4 faces, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This tattoo, it's
like
sweet. Does it look grainy? Does it look grainy to you? Like spotty? Like, does there look like little spots right here? No?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can see that. It's like texture.
What about like my hand? Does it look like I have dark spots all over my arm?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like little dark spots all over the back of my arm.
Can't really tell.
It doesn't look spotty? Because
I
it's
see
not.
freckles.
Yeah, there's not.
Okay, I see freckles.
That's not there though. That's not on my arm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying my arm isn't speckly like that.
How much time you need, okay? Sure.
All right, we got Chris's dad in the house.
And this isn't spotty. It's the camera.
Oh, it's an illusion. For a face looking ass. So I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to understand this. Probably not. The audio is terrible, but at this point, Chris confesses, and then the investigators come back in, confesses to his dad. He's crying. He gives the location of where they can find the bodies. And this is when he's sitting down with them, telling them where they can find them.
Why were there sheets in the trash in the kitchen?
Those are the same ones.
Hold on, you guys. I can't hear you. Jay, do what you're doing because I can't. I just done lost my phone.
So she's still wrapped in the sheet and in here?
It's just one house beside, or maybe the wind took it.
So it's right here now. It was just next to the side. Like you didn't even try and hide that?
I was so scared. I didn't know what to do.
Did someone come up on you or something?
No.
So she says, why are the sheets out there? And he says, those were the same ones. Or why were the sheets off the bed? He says, those were the same ones that were out at the site.
There's a better way to make money on Amazon than selling physical products. 3 years ago, I quit my job.
Whoops. Scott, are you back? All right, we'll listen to a little bit of the Chris Watts prison call from 8/11 of 2020.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Not too bad. Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, is it just you, or is Anna on also?
I'm here too.
All right, cool. All right, so just talk to me. I don't want to be the one monopolizing the conversation. So tell me what you want to know from me, or just tell me what's on your heart.
Well, just going in the law library as much as I have, I see a lot of cases. I've heard a lot of cases around here, guys. I've seen a lot of cases where the DA or the judge have had a lot of misconduct, but the judge has ruled, say, well, it's not egregious enough, or it's not that that wow factor enough to really sway in the defendant's favor. I'm looking at the things that I know. I mean, I've never dealt with a lot of people with all this. I mean, I'm swinging it in the law library as I am. And, God directed me through little things like, through the poisonous tree, the Brady law, and different cases that, just they pop out of nowhere, but I know it's God putting in front of me. And I see all these things that relate to my case. I just don't know, how to frame this, where, like when I do this 35C, I've had this paperwork with me for probably a couple months, and I know I only have a year left to appeal some of those Class B and C felonies at a 3-year limit or 2-year limit, and I really want to figure this out where I can do it in the right time frame, but also not rushing anything. And I just want to get out of here.
There you go. That
Can you hear
concludes
me?
our presentation from my end of the Chris Watts case. And yes, I can hear you.
You can?
Yes.
I
Great
just had
job.
I had a whole bunch of shit go dead.
Really?
So
Yikes.
so I brought the other camera up to see how much different it looks. It's not all spotty looking.
I just put the link to the complete timeline if you want to listen to the grueling Chris Watts case again. That looks really cool, Scott. Great job.
I got it
Great
finished.
job. I know that is. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you capture people's expressions like that. Mine would all look the same. Carrie says, "How many days after the murders? How many days? What was that call or?"
Probably, yeah. That's probably what they want to know. I don't know. I'm out of it because I was all drawn and you were doing your thing, and then all of a sudden it started going boop, 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 and then all of a sudden everything dropped.
That sucks. Well, you're back. But I'm
You haven't even
just
done that.
I've done worse. Trust me. I've oh yeah, I was live one time and I was playing some music and I hit the wrong song and it just so happened to be Pop That Pussy by Two Live Crew. That was quite a moment.
I've left my own stream twice already.
Yeah, well, when you play Pop That P, then you know that you've made it to the ultimate bloopers.
I'm gonna have to go back and find that. You probably got rid of that part.
God, yeah, I don't know. That might have been on D Live back in the day.
That's crazy.
At any rate, I know,
happened,
right? I know. Well, I don't mean to cut short, but it's been 2.5 hours. I got to get ready. I've got a show in the morning for you guys. Oh, Grandis. Why did you go and change the timeline, Grandis? I gotta get my stuff ready.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm kind of messed up because I'm like working on.
Why you messed up? Put your music back on and finish her up. It's great.
Yeah, might as well. I noticed everybody dropped off. They thought it was going to go crazy for a second because I was like gone.
No, it's fine. You were only gone for a sec. I didn't even notice because I had my screen pulled up.
Yeah.
Of the videos I was playing. So Heather the brat.
There you go. There's a lot clearer picture. See how it's more smooth looking?
Yeah, it's cool. It looks the same to me. It didn't look bad before.
It
So I
didn't?
don't. No, not at all.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Like even his stomach, where it's all like discombobulated.
That's how his is. It's like jacked up and yeah.
Yeah.
I got to draw a little belly fat. He's got a little belly fat right here.
Well, he was wearing a waist trainer, I think. So it kind of like they made him take it off. So he had like indentions there. Because if you look at the Porch cam or the Porch interview, you could kind of see it underneath his shirt. He was wearing a belly band.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. I might as well
really
finish
cool.
this.
I think it's great. Yeah,
start up.
definitely finish it. I want to hang it behind me. I'm gonna buy it.
This one you do?
Mm-hmm.
Your room's gonna be looking like if I do your dogs, you got the horse, you've got Scott Peterson.
I know. I'm gonna have a little mini like Scott Skulls studio.
You're gonna have an art wall behind you.
I know, it's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna be moving my studio around too. I'm gonna have like 2 different spots where I can go live. Cause like I do coffee, so like I think I might do like coffee in Florida, like on my patio. Have like a different scenery, I don't know. It's a thought.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do because everybody was like, all they saw was my drawing table, this all the time, right? So I'm trying to mix it up and add so they're not just staring at a piece of paper all the time.
Angie B, am I going to the PJ party? I don't know. I might stop in over there. I'm really tired and I have to get my own stuff together for tomorrow. Because this grandest thing to me, oh my gosh.
Yeah, she changed the timeline, didn't she?
She did, and if anybody can find, I'm having a hard time finding it. If anybody knows where I can find where Candace says Grandma took a nap, or where it was said that Grandis took a nap, because remember, it was said that they got back to put the groceries away, then they planted flowers, and then she helped her with the knee brace, and then I thought Grandma lay down and took a nap. And then Candace woke her up to get her AT&T phone to call 911 at around 6:30 when the 911 call came in. So correct me if I'm wrong. If you could find proof of that from anyone like Don or Candace, I could not find anything. So if you guys know where I can find that, either written, maybe in the newspaper, I don't know. Because Grandis has never talked before then, so I've just been looking and looking. I know you have Potato. Thank you. All right, dude.
Well, they've talked so many different places, and then
there's
some
so
of it
many
was
different interviews. Yes.
calling on people's lives. So then you got to figure out where those are and get it and put it all together,
Right. I even went back on my own live and nothing. So I did find something though that Don told me. I asked him, and this was on July 3rd, just 3 weeks after Summer got gone. I said, were the boys with Candace that day? And he said, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. 3 weeks after Summer got gone.
Yeah, he would know.
Yeah, he would. He would.
Well, yeah. So isn't that tattoo a cool touch for a background?
Very cool.
That was kind of cool. I might cloud the bottom and stuff, but
very cool. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna go a little while longer. I'm gonna talk to chat because I haven't looked at chat the whole night.
I know. I have. I've been keeping my eye on it. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little brief synopsis and some footage of the Watts case. Pretty crazy. Nicole Kessinger. I want to go listen to all of it again now. Sounds so different to me now.
Yeah. What time are you going on in the morning?
Probably 10. Same time. Same time, same place. So I'll see you guys then if your sleepy heads are awake. You night owls. I'm just exhausted. I worked outside all day and it was hot. It's just it's getting to be pretty warm here, 80s. So
Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
All right. Well, everybody throw hearts in chat for Jay. Jay is
thank you. Everybody was so kind in chat. Thanks, you guys.
Somebody drop her link. So if you're here and you haven't been there, which I don't think is possible, but if
you never
if
know,
you are here and you haven't been there, go check her out.
You had like 30 some odd people here at one point.
She's the true crime warrior.
Okay, I'll see you later. I'm gonna drop off. See y'all in the morning time, and if you can't get there in the morning time, catch the replay. Be kind and rewind. Bye, Scott. Thanks. It's always a pleasure.
Yep. Thanks for coming up, Jay.
All right. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Well, what do you guys think? I'll talk to you guys now. I haven't really talked the whole time and haven't looked at chat. I've been drawing. I got a little more of his tattoo to do, and I got a cloud in the bottom, but I think I captured him. There's a couple I need to fix up. This one here needs a little fixing up, and this one here needs a little fixing up. But I think this one and this one, I nailed them. Those two, the glasses. Yep, Jay's going on at 10 a.m. She's going to talk about old Grandis, changing the timeline. Heather wants me to draw her. You want me to draw you as a killer? I don't want to draw you as a killer. I can do a caricature of you, though. You'll end up looking like me. That'd be hilarious, eh? You guys want me to stay on and finish this right now, or do you want to, am I getting boring? I had everything screw up. I don't know what happened. I got my room cam on my drawing now, trying to, and then I'm talking through my computer, so I don't even know what I sound like. I guess we'll finish it up. I'm getting confused on his tat because it's halfway behind his head, and I don't know where it goes right here. I know this goes up. We'll finish this up real quick, this tat, for you guys. That goes like that, kind of. This comes down and does some crazy stuff right here, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave in here alone, I think. There's one that comes. This one comes right down by his face. Like this. We'll just put some light ones in here just to get it where it goes. We'll finish that part. And this, all the points I'm noticing are dark, 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 dark. Yeah, for some reason my phone wasn't charging, you guys, and all of a sudden it started beeping, and then it went. It went bye-bye. Let me put on that music again for you guys. Oh wait, I don't know if I can. I don't know how to do it on here. Gee whiz. Oh wait, yeah I do. I'll get you guys some. If I go to here and if I scroll down. Let me see if I can do it. We'll put on some rock, 80s rock. And then we'll turn this. There we go. We got it going on now. Yep, Jay, you're in Florida and I'm jealous. Although we're going to have 52 here tomorrow. It should be, it's shorts and flip-flops, man. We're going to hit the beach in Michigan. When it gets 52 in March, yeah, you hit the beach. Yeah, I'm playing your favorite song. Oh yeah, we're rocking it out here with the many faces of Chris Watts. And you guys, that's the whole thing about lives too. I don't even do the detail yet. They're just rough. I know I always say that. I gotta have a, not a part 2, but when I finish the details, I need to post it in my community post, right? The finished drawing. They're never really done though, right? Because you can always do more. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on right here either. This goes over top of this one. This one, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be doing because it gets kind of weird in spots. There's a piece coming up right here too. And there's some coming through here. Oh, I gotta do his neck right here, you guys. Like this. We'll bring this into here like this. We gotta do this neck. And we gotta do this neck too. You gotta connect them together, right? There we go. This one's got a tall neck. He's ostrich. This one's ostrich. Yeah. What do you guys think? Is that a pretty cool, this has to go like this. That's deep here. See if I can. Get this off. There's a little bit right in here. I'm not sure what's going on, but I think it has to go across. And this one has to go up. And there's one right here too. Like that. And this one I'm not quite sure about. I think this one comes up through here like this. I think it's supposed to be like that. So I got that part messed up, but it's my best yet. Oh, on live? Yeah, it probably is. For being on live drawing, this is probably, I told you guys I was going to step in my game. It's just, yeah, see, I didn't watch chat at all, right, you guys? I was like concentrating on the drawing, so even what was playing, you know what? That doesn't go like that. This doesn't go here. It goes like this. I see it. This goes across here like this. Like that, maybe. Can you guys see it? Is it close enough? Here, let me. There you go. Yeah, if I cloud in down here, like the very bottom of the paper, all around here a little bit, and then clean up his tattoo so it's not so liney, like sharpen it up and shade it better. And then do a little more detail on this one to get it looking like him, and look at his mugshot really good. My hand, look at my hands, you guys. They're black. Yeah, even though you hate him, it's kind of cool because it shows all his different faces, right? These are actually two, right? Because that's his mugshot. I'm going to make him meaner. I was thinking about opening his mouth and having him screaming like his teeth, but he's the workout guy, right? And then you got it's the Santa video with him playing Santa, right? And then you got the, what would this one be? The perfect boyfriend he tried to be. And then this one, he was actually wearing his jail outfit in this one, but this is like the nerdy one. Mr. I know everything. Oh, I'm missing his tattoo over here too. Whoops. Let me see if I can grab it. It's a, let's see here. It comes down like this, and it kind of goes like this, and then it has some like that kind of. This might be like a flame. Like this. And this is colored in darker. Kind of like that, eh? Like a line here. There we go. In a coal mine, yeah. Black. I'm black. Oh. He's a rotten hell, yeah. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's not in the best place. How do I sound to you guys? Probably way different, right? Maybe I sound better. Do you like this camera and my drawing better than my other one? Put it in the comments. There ain't many of you here, but the whole stream I was drawing with the other camera, and then I moved the room camera, which was facing at me, and I put it on my drawing. Does this look better on my drawing? Do you like this? Do you like the way this looks better than before with this camera? Because I could switch and use this one. I know, well, yeah, it looks great, but does it look better than the other camera? I don't know, I just had a bunch of stuff happen and then I always sound good, right? Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to end this one. I pretty much got his tattoo and I got 4 of them there. It was a pretty good show. I'm glad Jay came up. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I know what I'm doing Monday, but I'll post it when I get it all set. You guys will probably see me over in Jay's tomorrow. So, all right, you guys. Oh, I want to mention that other thing too. My print giveaway that I'm doing, going live on Wednesday. You guys got some work to do because I still got some to get. I got to get my count up. It's got to make it up to, Heather says 1,029. So today's Saturday. You still got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You still got 4 days to do it. So make sure you guys try your best. I'm counting on you. And I really thank you guys for being in here. I got some real diehards that are always here, and I'm glad. Heather said the winning number was 1,029. Heather says no, Heather said. Oh. Well, thank you, Kim. Yeah, you guys got to try. Like, you guys got to try really hard to do that. It's only a few. We got to see if it works. Maybe it's a bust and it doesn't even work. I don't know. But, yeah, we're trying it and we'll see what happens. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to get off here. I hope you enjoyed the show. Like, share, and spread the word about my other video and my channel. If you don't have your number in there, which you probably do, but if you don't, go over there and post it in the comments. And I might see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely see you on Monday. So y'all have a good one.
Thanks. Later, Gators.